Alex stood under the narrow awning outside his building, phone tilted toward his face, thumb hovering as the app refreshed for the third time. Cars crawled past in uneven lines, tires hissing against wet asphalt. The city smelled sharp and metallic, the way it always did after a sudden downpour. No drivers available. He exhaled through his nose, checked the time, then the sky, as if either might offer an apology. "Perfect," he muttered, mostly to himself. When the notification finally came through, he accepted it without looking too closely. A black sedan pulled up moments later, windshield streaked with rain, wipers moving in a steady, patient rhythm. Alex ducked inside, shaking water from his hair as the door closed behind him. "Hey," the driver said, turning slightly. "Alex, right?" Alex froze for half a beat before looking up. It was Jamie. Same face, same easy expression, same voice that always sounded like it wasn't in a hurry, even when everything else was. "Yeah, hi," Alex said. Jamie smiled, brief but genuine, and faced the road again. "Looks like we're stuck together today." Something in Alex's chest loosened just a little. The ride was quiet in the way comfortable things often are before you notice them. Traffic pressed in around them, slow and unavoidable. Rain traced thin paths down the windows, blurring the city into color and movement. Alex watched the back of Jamie's neck when he thought it was safe, the line where dark hair met skin, the solid set of his shoulders beneath a simple t-shirt. He told himself he was just zoning out, just tired, just late. Still, when Jamie reached forward to adjust the radio, Alex's attention followed the motion without permission. "You want music?" Jamie asked. "Sure," Alex said, a little too quickly. Something low and unobtrusive filled the car. Jamie nodded along to it, fingers tapping lightly against the steering wheel. Alex checked his watch, then his phone, then put it face down in his lap like it was a distraction he didn't trust. They made it to his office with minutes to spare. "Looks like you're safe," Jamie said, glancing at him in the mirror. Alex met his eyes there, just for a second. "Thanks, yeah, appreciate it." Jamie's smile lingered longer than necessary. The next time it happened, Alex didn't pretend it was coincidence. He'd booked the ride hoping, quietly, unreasonably, that the same name would appear. When it did, something warm and unsettled bloomed behind his ribs. Jamie looked different that day, or maybe Alex was the one seeing differently. The shirt was fitted, sleeves stretched just enough to make his arms impossible to ignore. His forearms flexed when he turned the wheel, veins visible beneath the skin. Alex found himself cataloging details he had no business noticing. He caught himself staring and looked away. Then he looked again. Jamie glanced up at the mirror at the exact wrong moment. Their eyes met. It wasn't dramatic, no sharp intake of breath, no smile, just a pause, long enough to feel it, short enough to doubt it afterward. Jamie looked back to the road. Alex felt heat crawl up his neck. They drove the rest of the way in a silence that felt newly crowded. When the car stopped, Alex was out the door before Jamie could say anything more than, "Hey." "I'll see you," Alex said, already halfway into the rain. He didn't know what that meant. He just knew his face felt warm, and his thoughts wouldn't settle. The next morning, the app gave him a different name. Alex stared at it longer than he needed to, something like disappointment tightening low in his chest. The ride was fine, forgettable. He arrived at work without incident and told himself that was better. Still, later that evening, standing in his apartment lobby with his jacket damp and his head full, he heard his name spoken from somewhere behind him. "Alex?" He turned. Jamie stood a few feet away, hands shoved into his jacket pockets, hair damp from the rain. He looked uncertain in a way Alex hadn't seen before, like someone who'd already committed to a decision and was only now feeling the weight of it. "Hey, I know this is weird, but I was hoping I'd run into you." Alex's pulse ticked up, sharp and unmistakable. "Oh," he said. "Yeah, hi." Jamie hesitated, glancing toward the doors, then back at Alex. "Do you have a minute?" Rain tapped softly against the glass behind them. Alex did. He just didn't know yet what it would cost him to say so. Alex didn't ask where Jamie was headed. He followed him out into the rain like it was the most natural thing in the world, umbrella forgotten, jacket already damp at the shoulders. Jamie's car was parked a block away, hazard lights blinking softly against the wet street. "Sorry," Jamie said, unlocking the door. "I wasn't sure how else to—" "It's fine," Alex cut in, too quickly. "Really." The inside of the car smelled faintly of citrus and something warmer beneath it. Jamie tossed his jacket into the back, then hesitated, glancing at Alex. "You okay to sit up front?" he asked. "Back seat's a mess." Alex nodded, pulse ticking louder than it should have. The door shut, the space closed in. Rain drummed steadily against the roof, enclosing them in a sound that felt private despite the city moving just beyond the glass. Jamie started the engine but didn't pull away right away. He adjusted the mirrors, cleared his throat. "I wasn't trying to make things weird," he said finally. Alex watched the way Jamie's hands rested on the steering wheel. Strong, steady, too close. "I know," Alex said. I didn't think you were." Silence stretched between them, not awkward exactly, just full. Jamie nodded, eyes still forward. "Good." The car eased into traffic. They didn't talk much after that. The rain made conversation feel unnecessary, like anything important would surface on its own if given enough quiet. Alex noticed things he hadn't let himself notice before. The way Jamie leaned slightly toward the wheel when concentrating, the faint crease between his brows, the warmth radiating off him, noticeable even through layers of clothing. At a red light, Jamie shifted in his seat. His knee brushed Alex's. It was accidental, obviously. Neither of them moved. The light changed. Jamie's foot pressed the gas. The car rolled forward, the moment dissolving without acknowledgement. But Alex's body didn't get the message right away. His skin still hummed where they'd touched. "You don't have to drop me off," Alex said, then immediately wondered why he'd said it. If you're busy." Jamie glanced at him, quick and unreadable. "I'm not." They pulled up outside Alex's building. Rain fell harder now, thick and insistent. Jamie killed the engine. For a second, neither of them reached for the door. "Listen," Jamie said, voice lower than before. "About the other day." Alex turned toward him. Whatever Jamie had been about to say stalled there, suspended between them. Alex could see it happen in real time. The recalculation, the hesitation, the way Jamie's gaze dropped, not away, but to Alex's mouth. Alex inhaled. The space between them felt suddenly charged, narrowed to something fragile and precise. He was acutely aware of how close Jamie was, close enough to feel the warmth of his breath, close enough to notice the slight hitch in it. If Alex leaned forward now— A sharp knock against the window startled them both. Alex jerked back instinctively, heart hammering. Outside, a neighbor hurried past under an umbrella, oblivious. Jamie laughed under his breath, the sound strained. He scrubbed a hand over his face. "Guess that's my cue," Alex said, forcing a smile he didn't feel. Yeah, probably. Alex reached for the door handle, then paused. Jamie. Jamie looked at him again, expression open in a way that made Alex's chest ache. Thanks, Alex said, for tonight. Jamie nodded slowly. Anytime. Alex stepped out into the rain. From the sidewalk, he turned back once. Jamie was still there, watching him through the windshield, face lit briefly by passing headlights. Alex went inside without waving.
Thank you so much for watching my very first video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm still deep in the edit for the second part of the story, but here it is, a quick look at what's coming next. If you want to see where this goes, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It honestly helps the channel grow more than you know, and it's what inspires me to keep going. Let's get into the trailer.
Alex didn't see Jamie for a week.
I wasn't sure I'd see you again. You don't get to look at me like that and pretend this is nothing.
Can I pick you up later? Not as a driver, just me.
I'd like that.